is fine.
Work today is broken. Every day, people juggle so many different tools just to
Hopefully I can hear myself. I think I can. I think that's better. There. Yeah. BCIG popping up. It's a big seller right there. Maybe if 41 breaks, then I'll think about it. But there's still that seller at 41. Seller has came down. I don't know if this stock is really gonna pop. It's trying to. There we go. I'm in at 42 for the breakthrough 450. I know there's gonna be resistance up here. I already marked it out. I'm gonna take half around 49 if it goes that high. It's not really pulling away. Okay, now it starts to pull away. All right. Let's see if we can break through 51 and hold. I'm gonna be patient and wait for another entry on it. I don't feel comfortable just buying another pullback up here. I feel like it's really extended. If it's just gonna keep grinding up, I'm not gonna trade it at all. Hopefully the chart doesn't get messed up. Yeah, I think it's gonna get messed up. Kind of want to dip at 350, so 350 is what I'm looking at, around 350. Like a micro pullback around here at 350. Just needed 15 more cents to drop. It has very good volume, so ELAB. I think everyone just switched attention to ELAB. But I'm more focused in on BCG for a dip. YCYCN. Oh, that's a big bid though. If we see that big bid come up, I'm gonna think about getting in if it pops up again. But it has to stay over 191. So I could do a dip around here, around 191 for the bounce back up. Definitely does have potential around here. I want to see if it can break 230 though. So I'm gonna wait for that critical level. If it can start to open up and break 230. I'm in it for the breakthrough 230. If it breaks 215, then I'm out. It just seems like there's a lot of selling going through now. Doesn't look like CYCN is going to make a higher move. I'm not trying to trade ELAB. Look like MACD is about to cross on BCG. I feel like the breakthrough 30 is what I was looking for, and to get back in again just for it to not work out. I don't think I had the right idea. Actually, I think I could work with something right here. It just broke descending resistance. I'll take a trade at 220. Stop is 215 again. Take profits 242. It's kind of the idea that I'm looking for. I'm gonna move take profit to 235. There you go. It's starting to open up a little bit. I'll take half right there. There you go. Out at 249. All right, now I'm back to break even. Not even because of commissions, but I guess that was the trade I was looking for. The breakthrough 230 is what I was kind of looking for the whole time. I think my entry was just a bit early on the Bollinger Bands. Damn, I just feel like the loss. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 17-cent loss. I don't feel like getting in the high of here right now. And BCG couldn't hold 50. I think people didn't like that and they switched attention to CYN, CYCN, but the news isn't even that good if I'm gonna be quite honest. ELAB is popping back up from the low. And can CYCN even hold 50? I mean, I don't think it's gonna hold 50, if I'm being honest. And that's fine because it's also at super high. As long as the 5-minute doesn't get messed up. I'm looking for a micro pullback around here. Like to 240. It doesn't. I could get in here, but it just doesn't feel like it was a micro pullback I could take at the moment. Five-minute candle about to make a new high. Could get in for the break right here. Multi-time frame alignment, which makes it even stronger. There we go. You got that 10-cent pop, 20-cent pop. Honestly, that was the setup I should have took. I think I was just more fearful of as a false breakout. But that setup was pretty clean. Starting to open up. Up 100% on the day. Okay, that's our second pullback right there. We had our first, second. The third is going to be a bit more risky. The third usually fails. But I'm willing to take the trade on the third pullback. Just because it's opened up so much. Let's see if it holds 3. Kind of wanted to come back down a little bit. Higher selling volume. I don't know. I don't think it's worth the trade up here, to be honest. I just think the 5 minutes are really extended, but I'm willing to take that micro pullback right there. It's honestly struggling really bad around this level. Oh. Wait. There's our resolution. Actually, I think I'm going to try to hold it a little bit longer. I was thinking about taking it all off because it's not pulling away. But it still has a chance around here. $24 is what I'm looking at. 24, take profit at 24. Have a take profit set at 22 in case it flashes. It's looking good by the way the candles are slowly working their way up. So this might be a breakout. Descending volume. I'm gonna try to get out. I don't like it right there. You have descending volume right here, and then you also have the MACD starting to look like it's gonna break down. So I didn't like the way it was trading around there. I think it is gonna maybe fall back. I'm still not gonna take it around here. This one's difficult for me. How much higher is it gonna go? There's a huge seller right there. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take any more trades on this stock. I just don't feel the conviction there. I just didn't like the volume profile, the way it was starting to decrease. It was a no trade for me. That's why I sold so soon. And that's the third pullback. There's a big bid right there, shooting it up. I don't feel like trading it though anymore. I just can't find the right timing, it seems. So I'm just gonna wait for something. Does seem like the market is hot though. I just couldn't really lock in on CYCN. And it seems like you should be able to if all it does is go up, but it's not for me. And some stocks are like that for me. I can't. It could go straight up and I still will lose money somehow. It's okay. There'll always be another stock. Now that just feels like chasing it at that point. That wasn't even a pullback. It's very extended off the 9 EMA. All right. Let's see what it does. I still kind of want to wait for something. We got 4 more minutes. That something might pop up, something new. Yeah, descending resistance now. JCSE, it already popped up. This is the pullback though on the 9 EMA. But it kind of did like a false breakout already, so. And you have 4 green candles in a row. I think it's about to flip. You see that descending volume? That's what I kind of got scared on the previous entry that I sold. I thought I was going to do a false breakout. That's why I sold it. I don't know if it's trustworthy up here. I do think it's going to do a false breakout at 4. Yeah. I mean, I could do a dip right here around the resistance level, but I mean, why would I do that if the MACD is about to flip over? Yeah, I think it's gonna flip over. I think it's just best to wait for something. I mean, that is the entry right there off the resistance level and off the 90 EMA. But it seems like whenever you can do a good entry off the 9 EMA, I feel like the move's already over most of the time. Because you see it never really touches it, it just kind of glides over the 9. Renex. Kind of needs to break and hold 10 for a good trade. Okay, and its recent reverse split. I'm willing to take this trade at 210 if I see green. If I don't see a lot of green coming in. Alright, I'm in. 214. Kind of looking for that break and that extension through around 220. Stop is basically below. It's $2. Just not pulling. Right. Now we're starting to get that. Okay, I'm looking for that break. There you go. I'm willing to take half at 233. It's 15 cents. Another quarter around there at 236. Looking for an extension past 240, maybe up to 250. This is a pullback, I believe, a micro pullback right here. I could add, but I'm not trying to add into a false breakout since it's already a winning trade. There you go, 240 right there. Took another quarter. Looking for that extension up to 250. Willing to hold it a bit longer. $247 is what I want to take around. And then I kind of want to see that break through 250. I'm gonna start holding a bit longer on these trades because it seems like I kind of keep getting stopped out. Okay, that's an indecisive candle. I still feel like we're strong towards 250, so I'm holding my position. Big bid right there. It's not squeezing. I'm gonna take a quarter at 242 then. I still want to see that squeeze to 250. This is gonna be our first red candle, so I could sell it or I could hold it. I already locked in decent profit. I think the rest is extra, so whatever this does or gives me, you know, I'm not gonna stress about it. I'll take half right there. I'll take profit at 260, and that's it. You know, if it breaks or hold 260, that's fine. I made my fair share in this stock. I guess stop would be like 235, so like around 230ish for the rest of the 11 shares. Yeah, stop would be 235. I'll leave it at 235 below this green candle. I guess 232. If it breaks 232, then I'm out of the trade. $232. There you go. I'm out of that trade, and then I'm looking back at CYCN. I don't like the volume on it. Even though it's popping up, the volume is still kind of bad to me. And then you have resistance right there, ascending resistance that you had to break through, and we're still below MACD. There are some good things on it. Like obviously it did make a new high, it did break the pivot, but it's a no trade for me simply because it's below MACD. was a good sell indicator on Renex. I'm glad that I sold when it wasn't in my favor. I have a couple more trades I can take if I see any good more setups. If I don't see any, then RYM CYCN popping up. It's not breaking the resistance though, so I'm not really inclined to take that trade. It's still above VWAP though. I don't know, I just don't think I'm gonna get that good move. On the 5 minute, it looks pretty good though, the micro pullback. I'm still gonna be patient though and wait for something else. If this can't break over MACD, then I don't think there's any point to trade it. See, that's a micro pullback right there, but I don't trust it. Renex, it fell below VWAP. If this same candle pattern was even above VWAP, I still wouldn't take it because it broke more than 50% of its initial move. CYCN, it is popping up more. It still hasn't broken that resistance level I have. I'll just copy and paste it onto the other chart since other people want to see, most likely. That's the resistant level I have it at. Sorry that these charts look a little wonky. So that's the resistance level I have it at. On the 1 minute, the 5 minute, it seems a bit invalid because of the steepness, but on the 1 minute, you definitely could see it's there. By the way, it's holding these candles up, and then it can't really break it. So you still have to break that resistance for a good move. And then the MACD right here is kind of, it's not really that well, even though it's above VWAP. The volume, like you had good volume right here, but I kind of just feel like the selling volume went away, which is good in a way, but I don't think people are really going to be buying for that extension, especially since there's resistance up here. So it wouldn't be a bad trade. Dip at 4 and looking for that extension higher. Like you could do a dip trade at 406. But I don't want to get caught in a false breakout, so. So I'd rather just be patient and wait. Wait for setups. Renex probably broke VWAP. Yeah. I think a lot of attention is switching to Renex again. I mean, it definitely has the possibility to move higher, but the 5 minute just looks crazy to me. The chart looks good though. If this green candle can break and hold VWAP. It looks like it is going to move higher though. It probably is going to do a double top to the high of 250. So I could buy right here at 230, take profit 250. I mean, but I'm not trying to risk what I just made on this stock because it just seems like it's dipping below. Like that would have been my exit around 220, 222, because it's below VWAP. Yeah, now the chart looks bad. Now attention probably switched to CYCN since that chart came out bad. And now people are looking for the breakthrough here on CYCN. It's staying above 4 though. Doesn't seem like a bad trade, but MACD's still below, so. Can it break though? Can it break? Renex popping back up. I know some people are upset on this stock. I'm not though. Cause it just stopped out a couple of buyers. And I do see the potential in this stock. It can put in a good move. It can, if it can break this pivot over 237. I'm debating if I should get in right here. It's holding. Yeah, let's get in. If it breaks 230, I'm out. So I'm willing to risk what I'm willing to risk. Breaks 230, I'm out. Sold at 225. So that's like a 7-cent loss. Could have took a bit of profit up there, but I'm looking for a certain move. I do like the way CYCN is looking, I'm not gonna lie. I just wish it was above MACD. Because it's kind of trading sideways, and I don't really want to trade something that's going sideways. But I do like that setup right there. That little break. There we go. Now it's starting to open up for us. Still in half position. I'm willing to hold this a bit longer for a move like up to 440, around there. I'm in at 414. Still below MACD, but there you go. I cut it. I cut it because the way it was trading and the topping tail, there's just too much selling. So I decided to cut it immediately because it was not working for me. Brinex is still grinding up. Does have a chance. I see it right here for the pop to 250. But the thing is, does it make a higher high at 250 or does it sell off? I think that's the biggest question right here on this stock. That's what I was looking for the whole time. Doesn't look like it is going to make a higher high at 250. That's it of the move. Super high selling volume. You could buy right here at the Bollinger Band for a dip. Around 210, 215 right here. I mean, I would take a dip at 2. I'll take a dip at 2. If it falls down to 2, I'll take the dip. NEXR. That's like it's just a growth report. I don't think we're really gonna get anything crazy off a growth report. Kind of want to take this dip at 2 on RNX. I see vision at 2 because it's a double bottom. It's just curling up though. It's still a low volume, but it is curling up. Yo, hey, it might break 250. It might break 250 and go higher. It's not breaking though. It's very heavy right here at 252. This stock does have the chance though to go higher. That was whoever took that trade, that was a 5-minute off the 90 MA, which is not a bad spot. This stock does have the chance though. Now it's MACD is like equalized, it's like even. It can't hold though. That's what sucks. You could do a micro pullback on the 10 second right here, but I don't know. You see that false breakout and traders kind of get skeptical. I feel like that it's going to do it again. And I would too. Look at the way it trades around 250. Kind of want to see a clear break of 250. You might get it right here. There we go. There's that break to 250. It might go higher, but I don't really trust it right here. I just don't like the way it trades, honestly. Yeah, it's because 250 is a huge resistance level. The resistance levels would be 249, 252, and 264. I mean, you already hit all that high. And then high would be 281 after 264, but it can't even hold 250, so I think it's best that we wait for something else. got one more trade left. Or it's only 5, so I'm gonna be really patient on this last one since I would have to be really convicted that it's good, that it's a low float, good volume, like CYCN. Shaz rolling up. I mean, the market's pretty mid right now. I wouldn't say it's really hot, but it is somewhat mid. BCG, I see the low, I see it. I see the ascending resistance on BCG. Thing is, do other traders see it? Is it obvious? I would say yes, it is obvious. But for all the candles it has to break through, it has to break through the 9. I just don't think. Maybe some people are buying right here. Possibly. I'll do a paper trade on it, honestly, because I don't feel like wasting my last trade on a stock like this. Alright, bro, just let it go. This stock is not it. Like, it's another cup and handle formation, but I don't think it's it, if I'm being honest. Got low green volume. It struggles to even like past 250. MACD, I mean, yes, MACD looks like it is gonna extend. I don't know. I just don't think this is the one. I think people just need to let it go, honestly. I think BCG does have potential. Because of its ascending resistance, that's literally the only reason. TH. Volume starting to come in TH. I'm not gonna trade it, honestly. It's too high price, and it's shortable. So that's enough for me from the start. But I like looking at him trade because it can train my eye to how to read the tape a little bit better on large caps. Well, not large caps, but a little bit higher than small cap. Because they trade with thicker spreads. Looks like it is going to dip below 12.
It's tax refund season, and Bob's is bringing the wow back. Get wow-worthy prices on best-selling pieces like my...
I'm willing to wait. I think I'm gonna wait till 5. I think there's gonna be a good stock that pops up at 5. And I think BCG is a good stock to also look at for reversal, just because it has ascending resistance. That's the only reason. That's why I'm doing a paper trade on it, because I want to learn a strategy of like buying the low and seeing if the stock will make a comeback, and looking at the characteristics I need. And I think BCG is a pretty decent stock to make that move. I only see it because of this ascending resistance. Hmm. Three ascending green candles. So I guess that's what traders are really looking at. They're looking at the way the candles are trading on the volume. And the volume profile does look good until right now, until it dipped. Hey, but it still has a chance. It's just heavy around there, but I still believe it has a good move. But I mean, if it breaks below the 200 or the 313 on the 1 minute, then I guess that's the end of the trade, because that's the low. Renex popping up again. This stock is just difficult to trade, honestly. You just have to be constantly buying dips. And you don't even know sometimes if those dips are going to be bought up and go higher. So it's about to be, whatever it is, it's about to be 5. Well, technically 8. Either Renex is going to pop up or BCG. Those are the two in mind. Maybe CYCN, but I think it's one of those. Renex or BCG. And it looks like Renex is popping up for a new high. But I don't even trust it, so I'm not even going to touch it. I'm going to wait like 2 more minutes. Popped up a bit, then dropped. I guess people are looking at BCG. BCG and CYCN. CYCN looks better. I'm buying the dip on CYCN. If it can break this new, if it can break that new high. I do see the multi-time frame alignment, 388. Now it's starting to move higher. I don't know how much higher it's gonna go. It looks like it is gonna break 4. There we go. Can it hold 4? If it can hold 4, I'm willing to get in a trade. It dipped below 4, so that's not too hot. Yeah, I don't think I'm willing to trade any of this stuff. All right, we're looking for the tone over. I'm still surprised BCG hasn't done its move. I'm not gonna lie, but it's okay. Boom. All right. Looks like CYCN's trying to curl up again. I don't, I don't think it's gonna curl up, but it is early in Gainer, yes. But the way the chart looks, I'm very convicted otherwise that it is. I could do a drawing descending resistance to see the levels that it has to break to make newer highs. CYCN. Do see the vision on it. I just don't know. There's just a lot of bottoming tails. I'm in at 92. I'm looking for the break. Alright, that's the trading session for today. I was looking for that break over 390, but it doesn't seem like you can do it. I don't think I'm allowed to trade anymore. Oh, now it's starting to go. That's fine. I don't really care about that. Guess I'll just export my trades. It's kind of weird how it made a dip and then it went higher. Lowest 381. That's okay. That's it for me. I could paper trade if I want, but oh wait, I need to close this position. This was a paper trade, so I don't really care about that. Let me log it. CYCN starting to pop up. I mean, a dip would be like at 4, so like right there. 402, looking for the break. If it breaks below 4, then that's the exit. And then we would think about adding for the breakthrough 410 through a paper trade. So saying that 410 is crucial for an adding, but if it breaks below 4, then it's a sell. And it looks like it might break below 4. Staying above 4. People are starting to load up on the long side for more shares. I feel like it. But the volume just isn't coming in. That would have been a worse trade. Alright. That's it. I'm done for the day.